Good morning, everyone. It's quite early this morning, but we've got an early start. We've got quite a few jobs lined up for today. There we go. That's all parked up. Alright, better tell Gavan that I'm here. But yeah, got quite a few jobs lined up for today. We best get started. Hey Gavan. Good morning, laddo. I had a sleep, and I think I was a bit harsh on you yesterday. And we need to get back to working together as a team. Well, thank you for saying so, but I did make a bit of a mess of the field, didn't I? You did, but we'll sort it out, don't you worry. Okay. Thank you. So what's jobs for today then? So, I know you've been itching to get your hands on that telehandler. So you got to get on that, and get the bucket, and flatten out all the grass that we put on the plate. And then you will hook up the weight and the roller to the JCB, and you can roll it. In fact, you can use the Ford if you want to. Just get that roller on the back, and then you can roll it until it's all compacted. But I don't want you to cover it over just yet. We've got a lot of work to do. Okay. Understood. Understand. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make some phone calls, and I'm going to have a chat with Eon, and I'm going to have a chat with your father. And I'm going to see what's best to do. I also want to call up the dealership and see what they can do about this forager, because that's no good for us. We haven't got the horsepower or the traction for that. Okay. Well, I'll sort out the pile of grass, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Good lad. See you in a bit. Right, sounds pretty straightforward for today then, doesn't it? Need to get the Ford out, get the roller on it. Oh no, JCB first. I forgot. The telehandler. There's a JCB telehandler as well. Oh yes, I definitely want to use this. Where's the bucket though? That's the question. I think it's hiding behind the Ford over there. So yeah, we need to flatten all that out. Smooth it all over. Better start by moving this then. Half 6 in the morning. It's quite light for half 6, isn't it? Right then. That's May for you, I suppose. Coming towards summer. Right. Get that fitted to the back then. There we go. Right. Lift that up. Super. Right, in fact no, we'll lower it down. We don't want to put the strain on the tractor. That felt awful. That could stay there for now because the bucket is now accessible. And that is ready for rolling it out. So, let's get in the telehandler. And we'll see what we can do. Oh, yes. This is nice. Right. Get it fired up then. Well, that sounds rough. Right. Right, I'm going to try these controls down here. Oh dear, that's very sensitive. Okay, so that does that. Oh, there we go. Puts the boom out. Okay, got ya. Right then. So I need to get the this bale fork off. Now I can sit down here. And let's get that removed. Right then, let's go get the bucket on. Bucket fitted. Rear visibility is not brilliant, is it? How are we doing for fuel in this thing? Oh, crikey, I need fuel. Right, we'll get the bucket fitted and then we'll fuel it up. Handy, you can just pick the tools up without having to get out because of the way they hook on. Right, fuel. Desperately need some fuel in this thing. Needle's really low. I wonder where the fuel tank is. I would say it's probably on that side. Okay. Hop out. Yep. There it is. Cool. All done. Oh. The needle's still right down. That's interesting. Maybe the fuel tank gauge is broken. Okay. Okay. Right, so I guess I just sort of drive over it with the bucket sort of scooping and flatten it all out. Oh dear. Oh, that's not ideal. May have made a little bit of a mistake there. Right. Ah, right. So if I scrape the bucket backwards. That might be better. Yeah, that's helping. That's definitely helping. Sort of. Right then. Well, I'm gonna crack on with this. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit when it's a bit flatter. Right, well that's certainly a start. I think we can start to use the roller now. If I... oh yeah, we've got to put the bucket back where we found it. Over here. Love the turning circle of this thing. It's so easy to use. Right. There we go. And then we'll pop this back over here. In here. Okay. Now it's time to get the Ford and start rolling. Alright, lift that up. Probably want to start tackling it backwards, I would imagine. There we are. That's working nicely. Still got the wide tyres on, but that's doing a grand job. Right, I'm going to keep going forward and backwards on this until it's all compacted nicely. And then, yeah, we'll see what's next on the list, on the plan. Well, that's certainly flattened out and compacted a lot. It'll need more when we add to it, but for now, that's a bit brilliant. Alright, let's lower that back down there and take that off. I can switch off there for a bit. Yeah, that's looking really good. Looking really good. How are the cows doing? Well, they could probably do with another mix. I'll have to talk to him about that. I'll talk to Gavin about that. Yes. Let's find out what's going on then. Hey Gavin. Hello lad. Why don't you come in for a cup of tea, boy? We've got a lot to talk about. Okay, alright. Oh, thanks Gavin, this is really nice. Right then lad, I've been speaking to Ian Walsh and your father. Now Ian suggested he's heard of some things called flotation tyres. Apparently we should have those fitted. You see the ground around here, it keeps getting wetter every year. And these white tires, they're just not up to the job anymore. So, well, what you do is to take your Ford and go down to the dealership to see your father. Now, he said that he will take the white tires back off us, so we better clean them up, and he will give us the flotation tires in return. At the same time, take that forage wagon back with you, because I've spoken to the dealership. They're going to refund me on that. This is not fit for purpose, and they've got a smaller one in, same model but smaller, and we're going to have that one instead. Okay, that sounds brilliant. So it's not your fault about the field, although you should have stopped and you should have spoke to me sooner. But we'll get it sorted, and yeah, we need to get the flotation tires and that wagon. Now, I came and had a look while you were rolling, and yes, it looks very, very good and very compacted. But what we want to do is that when you do the other grass field, do you remember when I was showing you around, and I took you in that field over by the tree so we could have a look at the rest of the fields? Well, I want you to cut that one, row it, and we'll get it picked up with a new forage wagon. But first of all, you'll need your flotation tires. So get yourself down the dealership. Oh, have my cup of tea first, Kevin. Hey, lad, yeah, finish your cup of tea, and then we'll get down there. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, amazing. That was a lovely cup of tea. Alright then. So what I need to do now is I need to get the JCB tractor unhitched from the from that forage wagon. We'll get the Ford hooked up to it, and we can head down the dealership. So let's get all this disconnected. There we go. Right then, let's get in here. Move this out the way. In fact, we'll put it over here because I reckon we'll be doing a feed mix in the not too distant future. In fact, Gavin might do that while we're doing the grass field. That's what he said, so we'll leave that there for him. Out, and we'll get the Ford hooked up. I thought when I picked it up that does look like an absolutely massive forage wagon for the tractors that we have here. Yep, disconnected that. Good. How are we doing for fuel? Oh, I got over half a tank. That's brilliant. That's great news. Okay. So, he's listed out the next jobs for me. I don't anticipate that we're going to be doing all of them today, but at the very least you'll want it cut. So, let's get this hooked up. Okay. Let's head off to the dealership. I'll see you there. Well, that's not really much good, is it? It's absolutely started chucking it down. Right, first thing I need to do is to take this back to the dealership over here. Hopefully they've got our other one ready to go. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. That's much better. Okay. I'll leave this over here. I can't believe the rain. We're not going to be able to... We're certainly not going to be able to mow the grass in this weather. Anyway. Let's go get this into the dry. There we go. Right. I'll find Dad. In here. Hey, Dad. No, son. Yep, I know the drill. Flotation tyres. We're going to put the flotation tyres on it, and yeah, I'll have the other ones back if you don't mind. Sorry, I didn't clean them or anything. That's all right. They've hardly been used. We'll clean them up. Horrible weather, isn't it? Yeah, son. All right. Well, you might as well help me with this then. Get it in the air. And then we'll put the lift up the body and get the wheels taken off. Alright then, Dad. He's not a people dog. Right, well, we're all done. Yeah, flotation tyres look absolutely massive. Let's hope these work. But the rain is still relentless, so we're not doing very well there. Anyway, I'll see you later, Dad. See you, son. Take care. Come on, Fido, out the way. There we go. Right, well, we'll get the new forage wagon back to Gavan and back to the farm. That looks much better for the size of vehicle we've got. Although I'm still not convinced that the hitch is the correct one on the back of this. Right. Oh, it's horrible. Getting wet. Right, we'll get back to the farm and we'll take it from there. See how the weather does. Now nearly 1 o'clock. So things aren't looking good for today. I'll tell you what, mate. Just pull out in front of the tractor. Not like it was my right of way or anything. Right. See you back at the farm. Oh, there we go. Gavan's in the shed here, look. You alright there, Gavan? Bye, boy. Oh, that looks much more like it. It'll take more loads, but, yeah. You're running that hitch a bit low on the tractor, aren't you? Well, yeah. Don't know how else to do it. Oh, yeah, you're right, I suppose. That is a low hitch. Maybe better to do that with the JCB. JCB tore up that field, didn't it? It did. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we can't cut the grass in this weather anyway. Look at that. Absolutely abysmal. So, let's get a feed mix made up for the cows. Okay, alright. So, let's do it together. I'll tell you how. Okay, alright. Okay, fine. First of all, let's hook the JCB up to the feed mixer and pull it forward so we can get the bales in it. Alright, I'll do that. Oh, horrible, horrible weather. Right, let's back the JCB up to this then. Oh. Okay, lad. So, now that's running, we need to go back into the JCB and turn on the implement. We need to get the mixers going while we load it. Right, okay. Okay, alright, let's switch it on then. Right, that's it. The mixer's powered up. Now then, sunshine, get back in the JCB, in the in the telehandler. Don't go out in the rain again. In the telehandler, put the bale spike on, and then what we need is we will need some hay, some straw, and some silage. One of these bales of silage. So, you better go on it. Okay. Alright. We'll get on it. There we go. That's that hooked up. Right then. So. I suppose we should start out with a bale of silage, really. Oh, I need to cut the wrapping off. There we go. That's the wrapping all taken off. Okay. Let's get it in the loading wagon. There we go. That'll be mixing in nicely. Well, I guess next it'll be a hay bale. Right, the hay is in here. There's a large hay bale, so may need more silage for one of these, but let's have a go. And then we've got some straw as well. What absolutely terrible weather. I don't think we'll be doing that cut of grass today. Right, there we go. And then we need to pick up some straw. Obviously we don't need much straw, but we need to get some anyway. Bit tight in there. Right then. I'm gonna check on the mix before I put any of this in, I think. Kevin, how do I know about the mix? Well, you'll have to guess it really, lad, but let's take a look, shall we? So it looks to me like you'll need a little bit of straw and a lot more silage. Even then we might have too much hay in there. We'll try. Alright, a little bit of straw. That'll do. this picked up and we'll get it put in, and then we'll see how it's looking. Right, let's go and have a look. So it actually looks like I need some more hay in there. So let's go get a bit more hay. It won't take a full bale. But yeah, hay is one of the main ingredients for young cattle, and these are young cattle. Only like 15 to 20 months old, these ones. So we've got a mix that's specific to young cattle in here, which is quite cool. Thought I'd left the lights on the floor then, but I haven't. Right, I'll get this put in. And yeah, when we've got a full load, we'll unload it. That'll be good. I say you're getting the boil. Now just reverse it back up and you can empty it. We'll sort out the bedding another day when it's not so wet. Oh. A low fuel warning in this tractor now. Right, so if we move this over closer to here and then we can empty it. There we go. That's going to fill the cows up nicely. What an absolute deluge. Let's take a look. Are we? Hello, you. Hungry, were we? Yeah, that's going well, that is. So, someone was happy to be fed. There we go. Well, that's one load done. I'll probably do a few more loads. Make sure that they're all topped up nicely. And oh god, I forgot to do the water this morning. That's a daily job. It's alright, boyo. I did it for you. I know you're busy. Sorry, Kevin. You all remember, that's the first job you'll do in the morning. To get some water to the cows. Okay. Sorry. Now, let's get some more mixes done before that thing runs out of fuel. Dear. Is anything going to go right at all at any point? Okay. Getting out the way. So we can only really do one more mix with the silage we've got. Right, I'm going to crack on and get this mix done, and then we'll catch up after that. Right then. We'll just do this load, and then we'll fuel up the tractor. But yeah, the rain is pretty ridiculous. There we go. There we go. So, all done. Let's disconnect this here. And then we'll go and stick some fuel in this. Gavin went back in the house. He was too wet. And he needed a cup of tea. So once I've fueled this up, then yeah, that'll be time. End of day. I think. We'll check with Gavin though. Okay. Get the tractor put away where it was. There we go. Suppose we better do the same with the Ford. Gotta go away too. Where to put this? Sort of needs to be somewhere out of the way, really. Well, it's going to be used, I would imagine, very soon. If we do get the break in the weather and get the what we need. So, we'll probably just leave it here for now. There we go. And then the Ford, obviously, as always, goes over here. Alright. Horrible, horrible weather. Let's go. Oh, come in, boyo. Out of that rain. Thanks, Gavin. So, lad. Not gonna get that cut today, are we? Look at the weather. It's never seen it so bad. This is why the fields are ruined. Anyway. You best be off home. Getting late. Alright, Gavin. Thank you. And, guess I'll see you in the morning. Yes, lad. Let's hope for some better weather and we can get that grass cut. It doesn't have to be bone dry. We're not making hay. But we do need it. We do need it not drenched. Alright. See you tomorrow.